Welcome back to the channel. Today here on Car Coach Reports, we have 5 of our friends, also contributors. Karl Brauer and Javier and I do a podcast together. Paul, Brian, and Al also contribute content. And we're going to be driving the Bronco off-road, and you're going to join us.
Hi, I'm Javier Mota, and you can find me on my YouTube channel. You can find me on Our Auto Expert, Impremedia Network. Just Google me, you'll find me.
Al Vazquez, you can find me in Miami, but if you need to find me online, Al Vazquez TV on Instagram. YouTube, just type my name and find me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Paul Bryan. You can find me. I do the His Turn, Her Turn series with Lauren. I can find me on social media, and I tweet at @PaulBryan and After Bean Burritos.
Hi, I'm Karl Brauer, and I write for Forbes.com and also do executive analyst work for iSeeCars.com.
This is the off-rodeo trail in Las Vegas, but it's not actually in Las Vegas. It's about an hour outside of the city. It's an old Boy Scout camp that they hired the best of the best for creating off-road trails. It's actually a friend of mine named Bob Burns. He's fabulous, used to work with Land Rover, and they created this off-road trail to show its full capabilities. And if anyone knows how to make a trail show its full capabilities, it is Mr. Burns. He is the top guy in the world. So we know that we're going to experience some pretty cool off-road trails. So the goal in us just North American Car and Truck of the Year NOC Toy jurors being here is this vehicle is running for North American SUV of the Year. Now in this case, it's running up against the GB70 and the Rivian. Now the Rivian's a different type of animal because it's electric. This is Ford's newest product. They cannot make them fast enough. We have reviewed the Wild Track before. We've been to the off-rodeo camp in Texas, and this is the new Las Vegas one. There's also one in Moab and one in the Northeast that will open up in the spring. So what we're doing is we're going to see its full capabilities. We're going to go into some government land. We've got approval for that. We're going to do some rock crawling and go out and have some fun, and you get to join us. How cool is that? We're in National Forest property here. This is Spring Mountains National Recreation Area. There is a speed limit of 25 miles an hour. You're not doing 25 miles an hour. It's not possible. Definitely not high-speed terrain, but off-roading terrain, and it is spectacular here. Just beautiful, beautiful visions of mountain lines in different colors. It's pretty cool. You gotta watch for those sharp stones because they'll give you a flat if you're not paying attention. But one thing nice about coming out here as a journalist, if you get a flat tire, you don't have to change a flat tire. They're gonna change it for you. Capability in this Bronco is super impressive. You gotta learn how to use it, which is why the off-rodeo is here. We're here in Las Vegas, but there are 4 locations of the off-rodeo. Can you tell us about the Bronco Off-Rodeo and why customers need to consider this?
Absolutely. So when you buy a Ford Bronco, or if you buy a Bronco Sport Badlands, you automatically qualify to attend off-rodeo at no cost. So the training course here at the facility is included in the purchase price of the vehicle. We have 4 locations. We have this one in Las Vegas, where we're at right now. We have one in Moab, Utah. We have one in New Hampshire near Lake Winnipesaukee. And then we have one outside Austin, Texas. So depending on where you're located, or even if you've gone off-roading in some of these locations before, but you've, say, always wanted to try out off-roading in Moab, this is a great way to go out, learn all the features, explore the capabilities of the Bronco, and the best part is you don't have to bring or drive your own vehicle. You drive the vehicles that are here at Off-Rodeo, so you don't have to worry about damaging your Bronco.
Bob, you've been involved in building off-road courses for over 30 years.
Oh, yes.
And tell us about the off-rodeo and how you built it the way you did and why you did.
So what a great opportunity when Ford was bringing Bronco to the table. They put a lot in the game, right? An amazing vehicle, and really wanted to come back and reestablish in the off-road world, thus Off-Rodeo. So we eventually came to 4 locations here in Las Vegas, or outside of Las Vegas, Nevada, Austin, Texas, Moab, Utah, the mecca for off-road, and then we have a location back east in New Hampshire. So the key for us was epic locations, and I think we get away with that here with an epic product. So the key with the properties there's so many people on forums that say, I can't wait to get my new Bronco. I'm a little nervous to use it. The Bronco, as you know, has so much capability and quite a bit to learn how to use it properly. And we see this as a great opportunity to get new users into the off-road world. We can educate them on the environment, proper ways to drive it, so we can keep trails open for years. But we have a clean slate to build trails, to kind of build a slow tuition on how to drive off-road. So each location starts with something we call the ORX course, and it's a repeatable off-road course where you can learn your driving techniques. You can get a feel for the Bronco. You can learn the functions and controls in the Broncos. And each off-rodeo has an ORX course that emulates the terrain we'll hit later in the day. So then we get out to trails locally, and we really try to focus them on the area. Here we are, Mojave Desert, so they're desert rocky trails. And we just give a nice lift, if you will, from learning the vehicle to some pretty treacherous terrain to really understand how to work the vehicle, what your limits are as a driver, and how to be environmentally friendly and understand where to take these vehicles. So a great opportunity. I can't thank Ford enough for stepping up to that.
Karl, tell us what your thoughts are on this off-roading.
Well, you know, it's not like I haven't driven this vehicle before, but like everything, you get more and more comfortable the more time you spend with it. And now that we've done this very aggressive long distance off-roading through this entire valley that we're going through, my familiarity and confidence in leveraging the capabilities of this car are far higher. So I knew the car was capable off-roading, but now I've experienced it firsthand at the wheel. And it's really compelling, as I've told my Ford employee next to me. This is not good for my resistance on not buying one of these. This is not helping me at all to drive the vehicle like this. Using 2 years.
So Paul, you've had an opportunity to drive this vehicle. What do you think about the off-rodeo?
As I always say, this is the most fun that you can have at 2 miles an hour with your clothes on. This is the second off-rodeo that we've been to. We've been to the one in Texas and now here. Completely different characteristics to it. Different and in a way more funner because it's more high speed. If you want to feel like you're out driving the Baja, this is cool because we had a couple of sections here where we were punching. I don't know. Believe me, I was looking at the road. I wasn't looking at the speed. But I think we were around 60, 70 miles an hour in that range. The car performs beautifully. It's so fun. Give me mo. I'm ready for it.
Okay, today was my second time driving this car, but they took us to a stream and I was very happy to drive it. I really enjoyed it. I think it's fantastic and there is a lot to enjoy about the car. I wasn't sure at the beginning if I like Jeeps more, but this, right now, this is my favorite SUV that you can buy. Y les digo en español, manejé todo el día a toda velocidad y me pareció fantástico. Si quieres comprar uno, yo te lo recomiendo grandemente porque estaba indeciso entre Jeep y esto, pero esto es fantástico, la verdad que sí.
Well, I think Ford did a great job of developing the new Bronco that was away for 25 years from the US market. And I think that was an advantage for them because they pay attention to what Jeep was doing and wasn't doing. So the Jeep is a great vehicle, but it has some flaws. Like, for example, when you take the doors off the Jeep, you take the mirrors off the Jeep too. So it's very difficult to drive off-road without doors and no mirrors. So Ford, in this case, put the mirrors outside the door frame, and now you can take the doors, you can take the panels, you can really put it naked, if you want to say it like that. And then you can drive and really enjoy the outdoors. The other thing is that they have done is that the design inside the car is beautiful. The big screen, all the driving modes, super easy to operate, very easy to understand. And then like the more you drive it, especially in the Baja mode when you're going in fast, we did like 70 miles an hour today here. And the car performs really well. And I drove the manual. That's the other thing that was really impressive. A lot of people might be a little bit intimidated, especially when you're going like very extreme up and down the rocks and all that, but the manual can manage it. And actually, I think you get more control of it. You have to pay attention, of course. You have to be paying attention to what you're doing and what the road is taking you. So, but I really enjoy the manual transmission too. And of course, the automatic is much better, easier, but I think this car does everything that people expect it to do and even
more.
If you got value from this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. I'm sure you've got questions about the Bronco. Put it down in the comments below so we can start the conversation. Please follow Karl, Javier, Al, and Paul as we all go about driving different vehicles, and we put our content up at carcoachreports.com and, of course, on their websites where they'll have additional information. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.